Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Here he comes with the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Bulldogs offense will get the football first. Bluff Bothwell. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball.
Makes a grab and room to run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends. And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on...
There's some room. Picks up the first down. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out!
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Looking downfield, it's Swan. Quick step and go. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. This is the 7th play of the drive as they come to the line on 3rd and goal. They'll go to the counter. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Bringing it back. tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options in the way they can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. The run inside. It's Cobb. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Here's a give to Washington. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Cotton. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to Fluff. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Evans. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Pulls it on the option. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Here comes the hurry up. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Dropping back, it's Swan. Snagged out of the air. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Got enough for the 1st. Might have a chance. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, That is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Running inside. It's Cobb. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Brown wants to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Cobb. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Nice move there. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Swan. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Right on the money. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the The offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Oh, what a cut! At the 40, there he goes. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the home team, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Stark Vegas. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made. There he goes. He's at the 50. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Give to Washington again. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brown will throw it. Finds us back in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well?
Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. Option look, it's Swan. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking for a big play. He's got it down the left side. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34. And what an electrifying play.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Mississippi State going up tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score. That is an unbelievable effort play by the defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You know, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Finds his tight end. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. Fourth down coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it up at 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. First and 10 from the 23. A run inside. It's Cobb. Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Brown wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Auburn. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets.
Set to kick off.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Right back to the well.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Swan. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. One final play before the end of the quarter. Caught over the middle. It's Black. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. This game is a virtual lock, and with that in mind, let's take a look at the projected playoff bracket here in Week 11. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football.
There's a crease. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Bryson Washington again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be third and long. Brown will throw it. Grabs it in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Blue 22.
Running inside, it's Cobb. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
They'll run it from the gun. He just carries him face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know, at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Or wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.